I'm Alex Calgin,
I'm Meg Grassi.
and we work on remote paper prototyping, more specifically mixed fidelity remote paper prototyping. Meg, can you talk to us a little about the project that we came into when we started?
So we started off by trying to build off of Kevin Chen's platform, remote paper prototyping testing.
Okay, what did Kevin Chen's platform do, Meg?
So it was very cool and very novel in that it allowed users who are trying to prototype specifically mobile apps to take advantage of the affordances of a low fidelity prototyping platform and be able to prototype app experiences using paper for mobile apps.
Very cool. And so we've taken this platform and we've tried to add what's called mixed fidelity to it. So the platform that he had essentially streamed a paper prototype to a mobile phone, just the paper prototype. Everything was controlled by the designer and everything showed on the screen was in paper. What we tried to do with our research was take that and combine in digital elements to create this mixed fidelity environment. Why digital elements? Because digital elements allow you to do things on the phone that are impossible to do with paper. Or they're either very difficult to do on the side of the designer, or they just can't exist, like a camera, for instance. So among our research questions were, how can mixed fidelity and paper and digital methods make mobile paper prototyping more efficient and informative for designers? And how can we allow designers to prototype experiences they couldn't with just paper?
And I think that led us to our design goals, which are prototyping critical app experiences and reducing the cognitive load on designers.
So, yeah, should we demo?
Yeah, so we'll go ahead and show you exactly how we tried to answer those design goals.
Here.
So we can see on screen the control center for our mixed fidelity prototyping platform. In the right column, we can see a stream that the user can see on their phone as well. And then if we switch over to our other desktop, this is a stream from my phone. So we can see that the video coming from the webcam is going through the phone.
Slowly but surely.
So in addition, on the control center, we are also able to see a map of the user's location. We are sitting in tech right now. Seems to be just a little off. And also a message box, which will allow us to relay live data from the keyboard, which we'll get to in a minute, and a QR code that will that allows us to connect Google Glass, which is in the main part of our demo today. So we are not going to talk about that.
Sure. Yeah. So we have a placeholder for the glass, which was something that Kevin used, but where it's not an important part of our technology. And okay, cool. So scrolling back to the phone screen here, as the taps come in on the phone.
Are you trying to get the gestures?
Oh yeah, sorry. There are too many screens. We'll talk about this later. The taps coming in on the phone are shown in blue, where they would appear on the designer side. The designer can see what the user's doing in the interactions, direct interactions with the phone.
And the designer is then allowed to quickly respond to what the user has interacted with on the app.
By changing the paper prototype or whatever he or she wishes to do. So why don't you go ahead and send a message from the designer, Meg, to the user? Say,
sure.
Enter the app, or something like that.
So we'll go ahead and send that task, and then we can go over and see that we have entered the app as a task on the phone. So if I go ahead and hit enter, my designer then knows to react to the fact that I hit enter because of that gesture, and we are now presented with another screen.
Cool. So now that the messenger section has appeared, we are going to drop a red piece of paper into the paper prototype. Drop in a red square. A keyboard will show up, and the text box will show up. An iOS text box will show up ideally where the red square is selected. So now our user can type on the keyboard. And see what they're typing, interact with the real keyboard, and when they press the return key, the message is cleared and is sent to the wizard in the command center, who can in turn replace that with a sticky note with the according message.
In a traditional paper prototyping sense. So we're able to mix both the advantages of the quickness and flexibility of a lo-fi prototype with the ability to interact with live data brought about by the mixed fidelity elements.
Exactly. Furthermore, if the user were to click on the camera icon in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, the designer could insert into the the user that can then take a photo with the camera. And that photo can be overlaid on the screen using a blue piece of paper.
So for example, we could position this blue piece of paper where a message would go on this messages interface, and now a user can take a picture with and send a picture to the designer using understanding the app or giving feedback to the designer based on that app experience.
Exactly.
So talking about some of the places that we need to go with our platform right now. As we demoed in the video, we had some serious issues with triggering the right widgets based on the color that the webcam was perceiving.
Exactly.
And so that led us to think that maybe as opposed to triggering widgets with colors like blue, green, or red, we could trigger them with potentially unique QR codes that would signal a camera, a keyboard, a map, a photo overlay, widgets like that.
Right. Despite the technical difficulties that we've had with our system, which uses a computer vision package called tracking.js to detect colors of a certain value, we believe that the design arguments that we're making still hold. Whether or not we can get it right now after just 10 weeks of understanding what we're trying to do, that we can do these things perfectly or imperfectly as it might be, the arguments are there to be made.
Thanks for watching our sprint video. We'll keep you updated with our research, design, and technical advances next quarter.
For sure. Thanks, guys.